Hi everyone, I've had so much fun creating this new resource, and it is for close reading. And because it's self-differentiating, because it depends on what text you put in the boxes for annotation, so it is an annotation type resource. So it depends on the top text, and it depends on the level of the answers students are able to give. So here you go. It is self-differentiating. So here's your cover page here. As you can see, SOS teachers, time for you to keep your teacher thoughts to yourself. I'm putting my own spin on this stuff. Brace yourself, lol. So the idea is that students become more confident in responding to text. So this is good for unfamiliar or even written texts for exams. Here are some student instructions. Obviously that's too small for you to see there, but you can see all the different templates. So this is good for you to have a look at as well, and a little bit of explanation here for the students about each one, depending on which one you choose to put into your document. And I'll show you how to do that soon. So this is in Google Slides, and the other one is in Microsoft PowerPoint, which I'll show you in a minute. And the idea is that therefore that students need to insert text boxes before they can write on anything. So let's have a look. I'll explain this slide in a minute. So in order to choose what slide you want, you are just going to right click and then apply layout, and then you choose whichever one you want. So you might choose this at the time one. So this for this one, students look at what was going on at the time of writing for that author, poet, whoever. So they talk about the political climate, social climate, and what was going on in the writer's life at that time. So it encourages a bit of research. And then you'll have your text in here. You'll have put this in before sending it to the students. And then students can then annotate, and so highlight arrows, text boxes, and so on. Or of course you can print these out once you put your text in the box, and they can look at certain parts of the text and say, okay, so this bit refers to, for example, the Springbok tour or whatever you're looking at, or something in the writer's life. You might want to change the layout, so you can do the same thing, apply layout, choose a different one. This one is students just annotate the text, be honest, I don't get that, I don't get that, I don't get that, I don't get that. Let them get it all out. It's red because they get angry about that. So it's like, okay, we'll get it all out then. And then you can encourage them to perhaps say, well, add in another text box to take a guess as to what that bit means. So that's the thing there. Now another way you can change your layouts, actually I'll just show you here. So then you might want another slide obviously. So go to this again, do the same thing and choose, you might want to choose this one. So this is figurative language. There's a glossary there for them, and they use that to annotate. They've got one side of a page to annotate on. Okay, so now another way to do that in Google is you can just go up to this layout button here, layout, and then choose whichever one you want. This is my fave because this one you put just a verse or a paragraph in the middle, and then students use this checklist to have a think about what they can spot, so they write all their annotations around here, and then this is the so what, why, thinking about purpose and the significance, okay, around here. This is a good one to print out. It's actually originally designed for my niece who was struggling with a poem. Okay, so the other way to do it is to just click on layout up here, and then you can choose whichever one you want. Now for mood, the mood slide and also the tone slide, there are some emojis that I've got here that you can just copy and paste onto that slide once you've inserted it. So you can get rid of my instructions here, and then you can just highlight this whole thing and then copy, go back to your tone slide and paste, And now students can, obviously your text will be in the middle, they can just drag these over. It's just a bit of fun for them, and it's about, you know, how they felt about certain parts. I've got the sort of more positive smiley faces or more positive emojis on this side, and negative angry ones on here, sad ones and things. So that's a bit of fun. You don't have to use the emojis if you don't want to, though, obviously. Okay, so let's look at the PowerPoint version. Same thing, but slightly different way of using it. And your instructions are there. Leave those there for the students. There's your emoji slide. So once you've copied and pasted emojis over, if you're going to use the mood or the tone slides, it explains it there, mood or tone. Then you can delete that slide. So here for PowerPoint, make sure you're in the Home tab, New Slide, get on the bottom part of this button, New Slide, and then you just choose whichever one you want. Sorry, what one are we going to go for? Here we go. So this one is what, why. So someone elderly I know wrote this, so even if it's a contemporary poem, they could pretend that their great-great-grandfather wrote it. So it was my great-great-grandfather. He wrote it in an era when, I guess at this time in life, he is going through, there's topo there, I'll fix that. It sounds as though at the time she was feeling that, and so on. So again, new slide, and then what one haven't you seen? This is the year now slide. This is just like perhaps another text or somebody in real life, a famous event. Nah, this is polar opposite too. So students are just annotating parts of the text. So there are lots of different things that you can get students to look at, and I think it's important, at least at first, to ask them to look at different, at just a single thing, or look for a single thing. And this one here is the only one that asks them to do everything. So that's that one that I showed you before, that one there. So that asks them to look for everything. Remember, you can move slides around as well, just like this, The other thing, actually, I forgot to mention when I was on the Google one, is that there is one here, add own titles, so you can actually write in questions that are specific to your text, for example. So you just click on the boxes here. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I hope this is of some help for helping students become more confident with unfamiliar texts or the close reading of their studied texts. Enjoy!